Hey everybody, this is Matt Kramer here. I'm going to read number 82 of the Federalist Papers to make up for yesterday. It was quite wet and rainy yesterday, so 82 is not very long. So here we go, 82 by Hamilton. The erection of a new government, whatever care or wisdom may distinguish the work, cannot fail to originate questions of intricacy and nicety. And these may, in a particular manner, be expected to flow from the establishment of a constitution founded upon the total or partial incorporation of a number of distinct sovereignties. 'Tis time only that can mature and perfect so compound a system can liquidate the meaning of all parts and can adjust them to each other in a harmonious and consistent whole. Such questions accordingly have arisen upon the plan proposed by the convention, and particularly concerning its judiciary department. The principle of these respect the situation of the state courts in regard to those causes which are to be submitted to federal jurisdiction. Is this to be exclusive, or are those courts to possess a concurrent jurisdiction? If the latter, in what relation will they stand to national tribunals? These are inquiries which we meet with in the mouths of men, in the mouths of men of sense, and which are certainly entitled to attention. The principles established in the former paper, number 32, teach us that the states will retain all pre-existing authorities which may not be exclusively delegated to the federal head, and that this exclusive delegation can only exist in one of three cases: where an exclusive authority is, in express terms, granted to the Union, or where a particular authority is granted to the Union, and the exercise of a like authority is prohibited to the states, or where an authority is granted to the Union in which a similar authority in the states would be utterly incompatible. Though these principles may not apply with the same force to the judiciary as to the legislative power, yet I am inclined to think that they are, in the main, just with respect to the former as well as the latter. And under this impression, I shall lay it down as a rule that the state courts will retain the jurisdiction they now have, unless it appears to be taken away in one of the enumerated modes. Excuse me. The only thing in the proposed Constitution which wears the appearance of confining the causes of federal cognizance to the federal courts is contained in this passage. Quote, "The judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court, and in such inferior courts as the Congress shall from time to time ordain and establish." This might either be construed to signify that the supreme and subordinate courts of the Union should alone have the power of deciding those causes to which their authority is to extend, or simply to denote what the organs of the national judiciary should be one Supreme Court, and as many subordinate courts as Congress should think proper to appoint. Or in other words, that the United States should exercise the judicial power with which they are to be invested through one supreme tribunal and a certain number of inferior ones to be instituted by them. The first excludes, the last admits, the concurrent jurisdiction of the state tribunals, and as the first would amount to alienation of state power by implication, the last appears to me the most natural and the most defensible construction. And that's part one. We'll finish part two later.